Good morning from Hong Kong. We weren't really expecting to be waking up here this morning. The plan was to go to Taiwan. We've honestly had this trip planned forever. And yeah, the plan was to get to Hong Kong, to first fly to Hong Kong, and then just do a really quick pit stop and then jump on the first flight to Taiwan. But me and David always seem to have amazing luck when it comes to our Asia trips and typhoons. So they're apparently having like the biggest storm of the year. So Hong Kong airport is actually going to be closing for a few days. We didn't even know until we had like boarded our flight to Hong Kong and we sat down in the seat, and I could just overhear people talking about it, and I was like, sorry, what? So we didn't get to Taipei, but that's okay. We're super happy to be here in Hong Kong. We're hoping to be able to get out a little bit this morning, and be able to go do some Hong Kong classics like the Peak Tram, get some dim sum, or this is this noodle wonton place that I found that looks absolutely insane, get some egg tarts, things like that. It's David's first time here. I haven't been here in forever. I think the last time I got to actually get out and explore Hong Kong was on my first ever layover at Emirates. So honestly, it's just been ages. And then I think I traveled here in like 2016. So honestly, I'm really excited to be back and see how it's changed and just be in like the hustle and bustle and this like super vibrant and amazing city. So excited to be here. Gonna try and make the most of it, considering we will be, I think, kind of hunkering down in our hotel room tomorrow, but that's okay. We'll give Jamie a really good sleep, which is obviously why I'm filming this in the bathroom right now. He's having his first nap of the day, and then once he's up, we're going to get ready to head out. But he did really well on the flight, so super proud of him. It is our first family trip that isn't visiting family. So really happy to be here and happy to bring you guys with me, because it has been a long time since I have vlogged. That's my man finding the subway station after coming one time. So we've just finished up at the Peak Tram, which honestly was as cool as what I remember it, and we were lucky that even though it's like overcast, before this typhoon, the view is still really beautiful. We get to see all the buildings. It is quite hot. As you can probably see, I'm quite flushed. But now we're going to head and try and get some dim sum and then hit up a bakery before heading back to the hotel, hopefully before the typhoon hits. So ready for some delicious food. Rain starting. Got our takeaway. Yum! So we got some duck and some beef. Nice. Good morning and welcome to day 3 here in Hong Kong. I didn't film anything yesterday as we stayed in the hotel room all day. We followed advice as it did get to the signal 10 here in Hong Kong with the typhoon. So pretty much everything was closed. The airport did shut down, the trains, the buses, ferries, everything, restaurants, everything was shut. So we stayed at home, stayed in the hotel and just got some room service. And just stayed safe. I think we're very lucky from where we are because we are not very exposed in the hotel room that we're currently in, or the hotel in general. So it just looked like really bad rain and some wind from where we were. But yes, definitely grateful that we were in a safe spot, and you know, we have a hotel and things like that, because sometimes during these like natural disasters, when they're unexpected, things like that, obviously hotels free up, people get stuck at the airports. We're definitely like definitely lucky that we've been here and we've been able to be comfortable and safe. But today the weather is looking better, so we're hoping to go out. The goal is to go to a traditional Hong Kong type cafe once my baby boy wakes up from his nap. As you guys know, that's why I'm also filming in the bathroom again. And then the goal will be to go to a museum to learn a little bit more about the history of Hong Kong. And then tonight we're hopefully, if the weather is okay, we will be catching the Star Ferry across to Central and getting a noodle wonton soupy Hong Kong dinner tonight. So that is our goal. We will see again what happens. If the weather is terrible, we might have to hunker down in the hotel room a little bit more, but hoping to get out and see a bit more of this beautiful city. And I hope you guys will enjoy joining us, even if it was wet and rainy and gross. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Delicious breakfast. We got to try the pineapple bun and the Hong Kong French toast, which I loved, and now we're going to head to the History Museum. So we have just come back to the hotel now, so Mr. Man can have a bit of a nap. But the museum was quite interesting. I'm not usually a museum person so much when I travel, but David is, so it was a great chance to go today. It was also super interesting. I think my favorite section was on the gold rush. It focused really heavily on the Californian gold rush, but obviously being Australian, I grew up learning a lot about the Victorian gold rush, which obviously also had a lot of people coming over from China and things like that. So it was just really cool to get a different perspective. Yeah, a different perspective of the people who traveled from around the world, obviously, to test their luck and how they made different communities and things. And I guess also like learning about how they did feel like a sense of like loneliness and like culture shock in terms of like not knowing the language and things like that. I think after like living overseas and things, I can kind of like appreciate how that feels, but definitely not to the same extent as I'm extremely lucky obviously that I speak English, and English is so widely spoken around the world, which I'm very, very grateful for. And obviously I think back during the time of the gold rush, travel was completely different, and obviously in terms of like globalization and things like that, it's not even close to the same experience, but obviously just reading about it and everything like that I found extremely interesting. So yeah, it was quite cool. So we're gonna get ready soon to head out. Hopefully the weather will hold up and we will be able to go on to the Star Ferry, which we learnt about also at the museum, and yeah, get a really yummy dinner. I also found this cool art shop that I would like to stop by near Central, so hoping to go have a look there. But yeah, we'll see what the day holds. Our plan then is to spend, we've just extended for one more night in Hong Kong, so we have tonight and then tomorrow night. We're going to have a look at how the flights are looking on Saturday, potentially get to Taipei. So yeah, hopefully we will make it, but we will see. We're also thinking about spending a night in Macau or doing a day trip, but honestly I don't think we will do it. I just think with James it's a big travel day, and I just don't really want to put him through that. I want to make sure that he's getting his naps and we're really like looking after him. So yeah, let's see what tomorrow holds and the future of this trip will hold. Good morning and welcome to another morning here in Hong Kong. We don't actually have too much planned today. I think we're just gonna head out to another Hong Kong style cafe. I think it's called the Australian Milk Company or something like that, but it looks amazing. And I really want to try this like egg milk pudding thing. Oh, I feel like I just woke up, so I can't really use my words well. But yeah, excited to go for breakfast and go for a bit of a walk around the Kowloon Park. And then later this evening, our goal is to go have a bit of a dim sum feast, or maybe do hot pot, not 100% sure. And then head to this like rooftop bar that I found. The weather looks really nice today. It is blue skies. It is hot. But yeah, definitely excited to get out and about. I think the middle part of the day, though, we're really thinking we'll just come back and put James down for his nap, just because it is so hot. I'm not really comfortable having him out and about in such heat. He's not really used to it. So yeah, excited for another day here in Hong Kong. So we're getting ready now. We are going to head out for some dim sum for dinner at this place that looks cool, like not far from our hotel. And then we're going to head to this rooftop bar to get a really beautiful view of Hong Kong. So the plan for tomorrow is to potentially go to Taiwan, and if not, we're going to try and get home to Auckland, but we'll just wait and see how that goes. But yeah, let's go. So we've arrived in Macau now, and my little Jamie bear has just had a sleep. We just took him up to the pool for a little bit, which had the most insane views ever. The ferry ride was also so beautiful and had really great views. I couldn't get any videos because we were kind of like sitting in the middle block, which was a little unfortunate because everyone on the windows was like sleeping. Me and David were like so pretty. But yes, hopefully we're going to get a car over the bridge tomorrow, which is like an insanely long, crazy bridge. I find it a little bit terrifying, but David's really excited for it. So hopefully get some better views then. But yeah, we're going to go out for dinner now, have a bit of a hunt around, find some good food here in Macau. There's a very heavy Portuguese influence, so I think we're going to be heading for something like that. It seems like the seafood rice is kind of the way to go, so hopefully get something delicious there. But yeah, we'll just go for a walk around. It's a bit cooler now, and yeah, let's go. Hello from Macau. We're here for our last morning. We did find out our flight tonight has been delayed to almost midnight, so that is pretty crazy. So we've just got a late checkout at our hotel. We're gonna go out and get some breakfast now, and then put baby James down for his first nap, and then probably maybe come out and explore a little bit this evening, this afternoon. It is quite grey and a little rainy today, which is honestly welcomed because it is hot. Yesterday was crazy hot here. So definitely not complaining about some rain and some cooler weather. But yeah, come join us for our last day here in Macau and the last day on our holiday. There's my guy. Nice. So welcome back to my home here in Auckland. We have been home for a few days now, but I didn't really film anything because James's sleep has just been an absolute mess. Our flight leaving Hong Kong ended up getting delayed till about 1 a.m, which was like 5 a.m. New Zealand time. So if anyone else has a FOMO baby, you would know that they do not sleep if they're like out and about. So he slept really well on the plane. We got the bassinet seat, so we're really lucky, and he did pass out in that really well. But because our flight was delayed, we then missed our flight home with our short connection time from Sydney. So then we had to wait around Sydney airport for quite a while, and then we finally got back to Auckland. We finally got to our home at about 3 a.m. So James was exhausted for a few days. We were exhausted for a few days because he wasn't really sleeping and he was a bit jet lagged. So we pretty much just caught up on sleep during the day, and we didn't really do much. So it has taken me a while to film. Honestly, I absolutely had the most amazing trip. I was a bit hesitant to go beforehand because James' sleep wasn't great, but I think it was really well needed, much needed. I had the best time. We also realized that the reason James wasn't sleeping wasn't anything that we were doing. It was because his room was quite noisy in our apartment. So now we've actually moved his room, and he's sleeping so much better. And honestly, I feel like a new person because I was so exhausted. And yeah, we honestly just had the best time. We got to eat so much amazing food. We got to get out and about, see different sidewalks, different streets, and just really enjoy it. I have been to Hong Kong a few times before, but honestly, I absolutely loved it this time, and it just surpassed my expectations. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along. I will be going on another trip shortly, actually, before I return to work. So I will bring you guys along. You will see some familiar faces, and we'll be going somewhere new. So I will see you guys then.